Hello, dear student. Welcome back to the our YouTube channel Educate Academy. I am Gautam sir. So today is the main topic for the class 11th and the political science. So in this video, we will know that the power of president and the power of prime minister. What was the power of prime minister and how many types of the executive? So our topic is the executive. So who is the executive? What is the power? So executive are two types. So if you like this video and you can share and subscribe our channels, don't forget to share. And if you want to change something, so you can comment, write down the comment section. So now let's start our topics. So our topic is the types of executive. So how many types of executive are two types: group based collective leadership and system of the individual leadership. So group leadership, first one is parliamentary. Head of the government is known as prime minister. He is the leader of majority party. He is the accountable of legislature. And semi-presidential system has the president of the head of the state and the prime minister is the head of the government. So PM and the council minister are responsible, and the presidential individual leadership. In the individual leadership, there is the presidential system. In the presidential system in the US, and the president is the head of the state. He is also the head of the government. The president is usually directly elected by the peoples. He is not accountable for the legislative. So this is the type of the executive. Now come to the point of most important question of us, and that is beneficial for the all students who are appearing the exam of the 11th class political science, a government or unaided government schools. So discretionary powers of the president. So that is the main important questions. And so discretionary power of the president has the right to inform the all important matter the deliberation of council minister. President, the president may call for, and the president of then the rate prime minister express his views matter confronting the countries. So there is the three powers. You can see that, and here it is. Don't forget that. Look at here. So there are at least the three situations where the president can exercise its power using the on discretion. First power, the president can send back the advice given by the council of minister. He can send back the advice given by the council minister. Council of the reconsider decision, and president act on discretion when the president thinks advice has the certain flaws and legal lens, or that is not the best interest of the country. The president can ask the council reconsider decision. They can also take ask for the council minister can take the decisions. And second function, this is the first function, they can send back the any bills to the reconsider and the discussions for the council minister. Second power is that president also has the veto power, which he can hold the refuse to sign a bill. He can assign the bill uh, like other than the money bill passed by the parliament. Every bill passed by the parliament goes to the president for the assign before become a law. Any bill become a law before they assign by the president. If the president didn't assign them, so that will won't be become a law. So main power of the president, if he sign on the any bill, the bill become a law. So that is the second power of president. And third one is the veto power, but veto power is a very limited. And if the parliament passes the same bill again and send back the president, then the president has to give a sign that bill. So there is the One reason, if the parliament both house they passes the bill, so there is the no any chance to the hold or assign the president should assign that bill. third Third power, discretion of the horizon, the more out of the political circumstances. Formally, the president appoint the prime minister. Normally, in the parliamentary system, the leader who has the support majority in Lok Sabha would be appointed as prime minister. So they have a power of president. He appoint the prime minister who got the majority votes in Lok Sabha elections. That leader becomes to the prime minister by the appointed president. So that is the three power of the president. Don't forget that. And now come to the point of prime minister power. Who is the prime minister? Prime minister, you know that the prime minister become the most important functionary of government in our country. In the parliamentary system, in the parliamentary form of the executive, it is essential prime minister has the support majority in the Lok Sabha. This support majority also make the prime minister very powerful. Prime minister prime minister loses the office for the many years after the independence. We can know that the power of prime minister, a leader, formally a leader who has the support majority appointed president. The prime minister then decide who will be minister in this council minister. The prime minister allocate the ranks portfolio of the minister. It can also look it can also allocate rank of portfolio of the minister depending on the sincerity. And also the prime minister and all minister have be the member of parliament. This is the power of prime minister. Prime minister and the council minister, they can pass the any bill from the Lok Sabha because he is the head of government also. He chosen as the 5 year. So that is the power of prime minister. And prime minister enjoy a pre-eminent place of the government. It the council minister cannot exist without the prime minister. The council comes into the existence after the prime minister has taken the oath of office. The prime minister will of the actually the put into the depends upon the prevailing political condition. The position of the prime minister of the council minister has the unaccessible of the whenever the single political party has secured majority in the Lok Sabha. So next question is permanent executive and political executive. So what is the executive? Executive, you know that the who can passes the law. That is the executive. So executive is the many members in this executive. Executive is the organ of the government include the prime minister, ministers, large organization, bureaucracy, administrative machinery. And difference between the machinery and the machinery, it is two types of the executive. Like in the democracy, elected representative and the minister are the charge government and the administrative under the control of supervision. In the parliamentary system, the legislative of the exercise the control over the administrative. Administrative officer cannot act the volition and the policies adopted the legislature. It is known as the also the political executive. A permanent executive are IS, IPS, who can help to the political executive. Here it is the example of the classification of civil service. All Indian services, Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, and the Central Service. There are three types of the service: All Indian Service, Central Service, a State Service. So classification of the civil service that was the divided into the three groups. So you can here see that. Watch this video carefully and attempt your own questions. All our students, and best of luck. 11th class and government school and unaided government school. This video is very helpful for you. Thank you so much.